Tonight on Access TV, it's Gotham Comedy Live. Get ready to laugh. It's the best of Season 2, Return of the Zings. With your host, Ryan Stout. Gotham Comedy Live's The Best of Season 2 is all happening right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Stout.
Hello and welcome to the Best of Gotham Comedy Live. If you love stand-up comedy, then this will be the greatest day of your entire life. We've got some of the funniest stand-up comedians in the country here for your personal entertainment. People consider traveling to be one of the most meaningful experiences a person can have. Probably because it's a complete pain in the ass. And adversity strengthens character, so therefore, travel strengthens character. Maybe. Let's see what these comedians have to say about it.
I do a lot of traveling, man, doing comedy. That's one of the best part about the job, is traveling. And when I can't travel, I'll sit at home, watch the Travel Channel, Discovery Channel. I saw this show on Africa about a week ago. I almost didn't watch it, but I was like, you know what? I'm black. I don't know shit about Africa. Let me watch this show. And after I finished watching that show, I was like, ugh, Africa. Thank God for the slave trade, because Africa fucking sucks. Slavery needed to happen. Matter of fact, I want to personally thank white people and your ancestors. Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here right now advancing my career. I'd fucking be in Africa, mad, hot, and hungry. Eating grain they drop out of the sky. Fucking termite eggs. I just went to Red Lobster 2 days ago. And I had that new seafood linguine. You can't get that shit in Mozambique. I don't want to fucking live in Africa, man. I don't want to live in Africa. It's hot. It's war-torn. They have hippopotamuses and shit. You laugh, but hippos are dangerous animals. They kill more human beings than any animal on the planet, and Africa's infested with them. People think hippos are soft because of all the cartoons and the Hungry Hungry Hippo game, but they are vicious animals. Now, I'm not saying slavery was good. It was fucked up. But like they say, no pain, no gain, right, brother?
Just got back from Australia. It was amazing. I held a koala over there. It was really exciting. I went to this koala sanctuary, and it's a very famous koala sanctuary. On the wall, they have all these celebrities holding the koala. They got a picture of the Pope holding the koala, and right beside the picture of the Pope, there's a picture of Chris Brown holding the koala. Kind of thought it was an odd placement choice beside the Pope. And I hold the koala, then I hand it back to the zookeeper. The zookeeper looks at me and says, you know, mate, the koala's the #1 carrier of chlamydia. It's like you could have told me that before I fucked it.
I travel a lot as well. I was overseas doing some shows. I was in connecting in the Tokyo airport. There's a guy from Japan trying to make conversation. He says, where are you from? I said, I am from the U.S. I'm not making this up. His response was this: hey, that's where Bon Jovi's from. We have so much more to offer. But that's what it came to bat with first, Bon Jovi. Then it occurred to me, that's what Americans like myself must sound like to people from other countries when we're just trying to make conversation. We say the first thing about that country that we can remember. Where are you from? France? Hey, Eiffel Tower. Where are you from? China? You got a wall, don't ya? Where are you from? Canada? I don't know what you...
Yes, I did 40 countries last year. I performed in 40 countries last year. Yeah. I went to China. Amazing food. Really cheap hookers. Went to India. Amazing culture. Don't drink the water. Yeah, you won't be able to trust a sneeze. Yeah. Conversation ending diarrhea. How's your family? That is so sad. And your mom had an opera. I gotta go. And it's amazing. The most amazing place I went, for the first time, I went to Alaska. And and I saw a moose for the first time. By applause, who here has ever seen a moose in the wild? Oh, you've seen a moose? Let me ask you this, yes or no, was it a lot bigger than you thought it would be? Hell yeah. They're dinosaurs. I thought a moose was the same size as a large horse. I thought this was me petting a moose. You know what this is? This is me rubbing the back of my hand on a moose's balls. Yeah. And they don't like that. They do not like, and it's strange because I love it. How it feels on the back of my hand, they feel like peaches that taste like ass. So, I'm in Alaska, and there's a sign on my hotel door that says, "Beware of moose." And if you're a New Yorker, you probably would do the same thing I do. I did. I took a picture of it and posted it on Facebook. Oh my God, look what these hillbillies are dealing with. I wake up at 5 a.m. I decide I'm gonna go to my rental car, go for a little drive, see a little bit of Alaska. I open my door. Between me and my rental car is a moose. Now, if you grew up in an urban area and there's a large mammal between you and your rental car, you probably would do the same thing I did. Ha! Get on out here, moose. Ha! If you'd read the sign on my hotel door, you would have learned the first 3 things you're not supposed to do. Make direct eye contact, make any wild body movements, or any loud noises. Ha! I can't even describe what the moose did other than to say it was the most gangster move I've ever seen an animal in the wild do. Yeah, the moose is over here. It's quiet. It's quiet in Alaska. There's no subways, there's nothing but mosquitoes. I come out of the hotel. Ha! And the moose just does this. Just goes. No emotion at all. That was the scary thing. It was like, I'm gonna kill you. Here it comes. I don't want to, that's just what I do. You should have read the sign. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
Stay
Thank you.
tuned for more laughs on Access TV with the best of Season 2, Return of the Zings. Welcome back to Gotham Comedy Live's The Best of Season 2, Return of the Zings.
We are back. This is the best of Gotham Comedy Live. One of my favorite places to travel is to New York City. The lights, the excitement, the dreams of young men and women that will never be achieved. Magnificent. Let's watch these next performers give their 2 cents about the Big Apple.
I gotta say, start off, the rate of speed at which you people operate in this city is almost to the point of rudeness. And I say that because I'm not from here, I'm from South Carolina, and I say that because I raced a lady to a seat today in the subway. It was weird, because I wasn't trying to race her, she just made me race her to this fucking seat. Like, we both saw the seat at the same time, but I was closer, so I didn't think nothing of it. And I noticed she speeds up, so I'm like, for real, bitch? Are we done? I didn't stretch, but I'm competitive, so I sped up too. And then she sped up again. I'm like, oh my God, I'm actually racing this lady to a seat. Now, we switched gears a couple more times. Now, I'm still at a brisk walk. By now, she's jogging. Finally, I win by default, because she rolls her ankle and falls down. Which I thought was hilarious, because now she actually needs a seat, and she doesn't have one, because she's a bitch. And that's what she gets. You know what's funny about that story? 10 years ago when I first moved to New York from South Carolina, that happened in front of me, I'd have picked that lady up and held her in my arms like a superhero. Are you okay? You fell kind of hard. But I've been in New York too long, man. I just sat in that seat and pulled my cell phone out, opening my calculator app for no reason at all. Started doing math equations and shit.
My friends come and visit me up here, and they're like, how can you live up here? It's so hateful. It's hateful. I'm like, no, it's not. It's angry. There's a difference. I'm from Alabama. Sadly, I am overqualified to discuss hate. Thank you, history buffs. History buffs. Glad to have you. All right. Here's why I think it's hateful, okay? A couple years ago, some friends of mine from Atlanta visited me, and we're actually out here on 23rd Street taking the bus across town, and a man in a wheelchair rolls up to the bus stop. New York City is the only city on the planet Earth where if a man in a wheelchair rolls up to the bus stop, every New Yorker will stop, look at him, and go, Really? Exactly. Seriously? Seriously. Because we all know as New Yorkers, man in a wheelchair is going to get on the bus. We're all going to have to wait for 78 minutes for the bus to turn into a transformer to accommodate his ass. Right. We don't have time. We don't have time for ramps come out of nowhere and homeless people are diving out of the wheel well all of a sudden. Scaffolding shoots out the sides. 12 Dominican guys are tiling something all of a sudden. A fucking street fair breaks out and there's sausage and peppers on a roll and funnel cake and Jodeci's playing in the background for some goddamn reason. And... Yes. And then what usually happens is the fucker rides one goddamn stop and gets off. And we gotta go through all the shit again. We're New Yorkers. We're like, we've got wheels. It's a sunny day. What the fuck? Seriously? You could have lifted up your little non-working legs. We would have bobsledded you halfway down the goddamn avenue. You could have coasted into this bitch. Are you fucking 8th to 7th, motherfucker? 8th to 7th? So, tough town, is all I'm saying. Tough town. Not for everybody. Every New Yorker, at least once a week, somewhere in their commute, stops and goes, fuck it, I'm walking. That's it, fuck it. I don't care. I'm at the Statue of Liberty. I'm going to Yankee Stadium on goddamn foot right now. I'm not moving. Let's go. And my favorite thing about walking, if you're out there, even if you live here, if you're just visiting, if you're out here on these sidewalks, you will not be ever more than 15, 20 minutes on your little journey every day. You're going to stop. You're going to go, okay, what the fuck just dripped on my head? Okay, all right. A, do not stop and look up. That's the hardest part to do, because human nature is what drip, woo, that's what we do, you look up. But no, if that shit gets in your eye, you might as well go home, take a screwdriver, and just gouge the other eye out. Just gouge them both out. Might as well move to Mumbai and start singing under a bridge, because you're not going to be seeing shit out of either eye. You have to lie to yourselves. Do what the true New Yorkers do. The drip hits our head, and we immediately go, air conditioner, just walk a little faster. That's it. Doesn't matter if it's February and you're in the middle of the goddamn street. The answer is always drip, air conditioner, and just fucking pick it up. You get home later, that patch of hair is not burned off your head, everything's gonna be all right, okay? Just go ahead and get something off the halal food cart. Just be a thrill seeker. Do whatever you need to do, but get in there and spin that wheel of barbecued scrat or whatever the fuck they're serving, so.
What's up, New York City? Are we gonna party tonight or what? Oh my God, great to be here. It's amazing. What a crowd, what a crowd. Great to be here in New York City. I love New York City, man. You know, I started my show in New York City on MTV. Yeah, I did about 12 years ago. I was doing a public access TV show in Canada. Got picked up by MTV. They moved me here to New York City. Yeah. Now I have a YouTube channel, so my career's going pretty well. No, it's great. We're here. We're doing a show on Mark Cuban's network, right? Last time I was here in New York, I was working for a billionaire. I was working for Donald Trump on the Celebrity Apprentice. Yeah, I got fired. Got fired in the 3rd episode. Donald Trump was mad at me. He screamed at me. He screamed at me when he fired me. Didn't scream at the other celebrities. Didn't scream at Brian McKnight, whoever the fuck that is, right? They put you in a room, they make you make cupcakes for 16 hours. You got Clint Black screaming in your ear all day. I don't want to say anything bad about Clint Black, but that guy's a fucking asshole, man. Donald Trump, he was like, you're fired! His hair went like that and that. Could see all the wires and buttons underneath. He was mad at me because I went out drinking with Dennis Rodman. On the night I was the project manager. That's a no-no. What are you supposed to do? You're in New York City, a 7-foot-tall cross-dressing basketball champion asks you out on a date, you say yes. It's Dennis Rodman. He's probably gonna pick you up, take you out for a steak dinner. You head out for a night on the town, have some cranberry vodkas, hit the strip club. At the end of the evening, you head back to the hotel. If you're lucky, he doesn't fuck you in the ass. I did not get lucky. He was gentle. It's what I call a backcourt violation, sir. See?
I'm trying things. I'm trying to be, I can try things. I went on a horse-drawn carriage ride with I did it! I really did it! I went on a... Nobody does that. You're right. Nobody does that. You don't know anyone who's ever done that? It's like for people who don't know. I went on a horse-drawn carriage ride. You shouldn't... Here's what happens. You think about it, you plan it, and then you sit down and you go, we shouldn't have done this. I don't know why. Why did we do this? It's just, I keep having... It just feels weird, you know? I have this thought over and over again, which is, we have a car. I don't know why we're doing this. I keep thinking, we have a car. We have a car. Clip-clop, we have a car. It's just kind of cold and weird. I feel bad for the horse. Don't you feel bad for these horses? They haul strangers around Manhattan their whole life. Where do these horses live? You're a horse in Manhattan? Where do you live? In my head, he's got a 4th floor stable walk-up in Chinatown, and he's got to climb up the stairs and kicks the door open and goes, I got to get out of this city. I don't know. I can't take it anymore. I'm going back to Kentucky. Why do we think this notion of the past is so romantic? We do that, though, right? But like 100 years from now, we're going to be going, hey, sweetie, you want to take a Ford Focus around the park? Should we do that? Isn't that... It's exactly what we're doing. If someone from 1800 came to our time and saw that, they'd be going, why are you doing that? We've been trying to get rid of those for a long time. They stink and die.
The main reason I love New York, though, especially when the weather's warm, the beautiful women. There are some beautiful women in this city. My God. Like, look at you. Oh, I got it. Man, I wish I brought a taser. I say, some guys bring flowers. I need a guarantee. Get in the car. So, no, I'm not joking. Stop it right now. My eyes are up here. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, you keep looking at me like that, you're gonna leave here with a limp and a black baby. All I wanna say to you, sir, is she is really out of your league. And that's a good thing. No guy wants a girl in their league, let's be honest. That's only something women say. You guys make a cute couple, yay! Men, that's not a compliment to a guy. Guys are like, what? You wanna compliment a guy? You go, how the hell did you get that? Which I'm sure you've heard 1,000 times, which doesn't, I'm not saying you're ugly, but she's beautiful and you own a mirror. So,
Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV with the best of Season 2, Return of the Zings. Welcome back to Gotham Comedy Live's The Best of Season 2, Return of the Zings.
We're back. One of the great things about filming at Gotham Comedy Club in New York is the diversity of the people in the city. They have everything from good races to horrible races. Which are which? That's for you to decide. Next up, these comedians discuss stereotypes in the U.S.
I'm worried about the president, okay? Everybody's upset with Washington. A lot of people are upset with the president. The left is upset because they feel like he hasn't been liberal enough. The right is upset with him because they feel like he is being too liberal. I am upset with the president. You want to know why? Because twice now, I voted for a black president. You hear me? A black president. And he has been acting very beige. I want a black president. I'm talking about Mike Tyson black. Suge Knight black. I want a president that is so black, when I see him cross the street, I lock my fucking doors. 'Cause I'm nervous. That's how you get shit done. Fear and intimidation. Fuck trying to get along. These Republicans don't like you. They ain't trying to help you. They are cock-blocking each and everything you are trying to accomplish. It is time to get gorilla on their ass. I want a black president. I'm talking about Sam Jackson, Pulp Fiction black. I want a president that don't take no shit. I want a president that is so black. When he walks on the floor of the United Nations, foreign dignitaries look at him and go, not this motherfucker. Sign the treaty, give him what he wants. This is what we need. This is what we need. I want a president that is so black. I'm talking about Wesley Snipes before he fucked up his taxes black. I voted for Blade. I want a superhero
in the White House. He should be wearing tights and a cape, flying around the Capitol, making shit happen. That is what we want. I think we're gonna be all right. I think we're gonna be all right.
I really can't make fun of white girls too much. My girlfriend is white. She is. She's white. She's white. Funny thing I've learned though, hard being racist when you have a white girlfriend. Okay. Can't just come home complaining about white people. Them days are over. Them days are over. But what I started to do is, y'all, I'll take the white person I want to complain about and I'll just replace him with a homeless guy. Dude, works like a charm. I'm just like, yeah, I was just at Park Slope at Starbucks. This fucking homeless guy runs right into me with a stroller. No sorry, no excuse me. I'm like, well, fuck it, the world doesn't revolve around you and your precious little beer bottles, okay? You entitled homeless bitch, you know? She's like, babe, that's not nice. They live on the streets. I'm like, you should see some of the streets they live on. You ought to see some of the fucking streets they live on. But I think she caught on to my trick, y'all. I think she has, because the other day, she went to the movies with her friends, and when I asked her how it was, she goes, these homeless people were talking the entire movie. They would not shut the fuck up. They ruined the movie. They came in 30 minutes after it started. They brought in their own food. You know how those homeless people are. Touche, baby, touche. I think I'm gonna leave you guys on this. The other day I was home watching television and that Dos Equis commercial comes on. You know the one? The most interesting man in the world, right? And I'm looking at this fucking beard. I'm like, shit, man, I'm starting to look like the most interesting black man in the world. And then I thought, well, what would them commercials be like, right? He's had a penis reduction. Twice. Bloods and Crips both attend his house parties. Oprah reads books that he recommends. Martin Luther King once took a day off to celebrate his birthday. Fat white women chase him. He's the most interesting black man in the world. I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Colt 45.
So I look like this because I'm mixed. I'm half Japanese, half white. And, oh, thank you. Well, of course you like that. We know that already, yeah, right? But I grew up on the East Coast. I grew up in Virginia, right outside D.C., right? And, oh, is it the same person? You didn't like Virginia too much, though. You're like, no, I'm sorry. I didn't grow up with that many Asians, right? But then I moved out to California. There's a lot more Asians, right? So I wanted to get more in touch with my Japanese side. So I went to Japan a couple months ago, and it was cool. I really learned some stuff about Japan. I figured out why they're so smart. You know why they invent all this technology? You know why they invent all this stuff? It's because they're really good listeners. You ever see Japanese people, no matter what the conversation, they're real dialed in. They're always like, oh, like they're discovering shit. Oh. It makes you feel good. You're like, I'm saying some shit. I just blew this dude's mind. But I figured out why they do that, because now I'm learning how to speak Japanese, right? And the sentence structure is kind of scrambled compared to English. So sometimes the verb is like at the end of the sentence. So you gotta listen to the whole thing to know what the person's saying, right? It'd be like if I said to you, yesterday, I, at the store, many hats, stole. You'd be like, oh. Right? Right? Because I could have said bought, sold, tried on, whatever. You don't know. It's like a little mystery in Japanese. Drama at the end of every sentence. So then I'm watching TV, right? And they have all these crazy Japanese programs, and then they had an English show, and it was like a teaching program if you wanted to learn how to speak English. So they had a Japanese girl that was from America, so, you know, her accent was really good. Then they had a white dude fluent in Japanese, and it really tripped me out, because apparently, like, there's no gay accent in Japanese, right? Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, it's just like this dude was obviously gay when he spoke English, but he spoke Japanese like a samurai. It's the craziest shit I ever heard. Like he came out all fabulous and he was like, hey girls, we're gonna learn a new phrase today. Today's phrase is, where is the train station? In Japanese, Shinjuku eki wa doko desu ka? And I was like, what the hell? I was like, where'd the gay go?
Yo, you ever realize there's just something about an Asian dude with a bandana on that it's just go time? It's go time. Like if one of these Asian dudes over here, right here, if one of these dudes puts on a bandana right now, they go from Harold and Kumar to Ninja Assassin like that. It's go time, dude. It's like a black guy in a do-rag, or he laughed, it's fine, or like a Jewish guy in a suit. Like somebody's going down when that comes out. The only thing scarier than an Asian in a bandana is an Arab in a vest.
And if you're not laughing at that, you can kiss my ass. Look, you know damn well, I don't know if this dude's Arab, I don't know if he's Latino, but I guarantee you, if my man ran in here right now with a vest on, and this bitch would be empty. Empty. You think the black people are gonna stick around? Bro, you stick around? Hell yeah. You hear, pew, be freaking gone, because y'all have the best danger instincts on the planet. On the planet. And that's why I think that track meets are so unfair. They start that joint with a gunshot? What? You ain't catching no black dude that just heard a gunshot. Shot head right now, bang. The white people start investigating. The Asians are like, must be New Year. The race is over. Dude is 6 blocks away with an alibi.
This is a nice mixed crowd in here. Anybody in here racist by round of applause? Couple people. Racism hit heavy this year, didn't it? Goddamn Paula Deen shit. White people, how you feel about Paula Deen? All right, you feel good about what she said? You cool with it? Black people, how'd you feel when you found out Paula Deen was calling us against? Man, nobody gives a fuck. It is 2013. You talking about an old white bitch from Georgia. They say, again, that's what they say. She apologized, I accept the apology. Now get your ass back in that kitchen and make it into some biscuits. You feel me? Then the guy from the Eagles, Riley Cooper. He was at a Kenny Chesney concert. And he said, I will fight every nigga in here. Bro, you are at a Kenny Chesney concert. There ain't no music on there.
Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV with the best of Season 2, Return of the Zings. Welcome back to Gotham Comedy Live's The Best of Season 2, Return of the Zings.
Welcome back to the best of Gotham Comedy Live. You know, we live in a judgmental society, and because of this, most people care a lot about their self-image. Or they're from Montana. Let's check out these comedians' takes on self-image.
My lips are huge, aren't they? I see the way you laugh so hard. You've been staring at them since I got up here. When I was 8, my lips were the same size as they are now. I could whisper in my own ear. My father would take me fishing, stick my face in the water, and say, okay, call your friends. Huge lips, no ass. How does God do that? That's a passive-aggressive God. I believe in God, but I think he's passive-aggressive. You don't think I'm right? A lot of design flaws in the animal kingdom. Look at the animals out there. God messed with some of those animals, like the platypus. It was Friday at 5. God wanted to get a beer. He's like, what do we got left for spare parts in the warehouse? What's that, a duck's bill? Put it on a beaver's ass and get it out of here. Look what he did to the kangaroo. Cute face, powerful legs, massive tail, an animal with a pocket. A pocket. What does God do? Makes his arms too short to reach it.
I'm going bald. Let's get that out of the way. Thank you, sir. I used to worry about that, not anymore. Who cares? It's a weird pattern on my head. We can all agree on that. Most of this is going to fall out. But if you look real close, you'll see this going on. This little patch is going to hang on right there. That sucks. It's going to be an episode of Lost on my head in 3 years. Just an island surrounded by nothing. I'm going to grow it out like a reverse ponytail right there, right in front of my face. That long and braid it. That's my game plan. People are going to leave my shows going, you know who was funny? That bald unicorn. That guy was magically delicious, that guy.
It's cool. I'm wearing my favorite pants. I like skinny jeans. Oh, thank you. I like them, yeah, because you have to make a choice, you know, between camel toe or muffin top. Camel toe or muffin top. I usually just settle for somewhere in between, you know? Just gross everyone out. I don't know what I'm talking about. He's like, she picked camel toe. Whatever. I can't give a shit, right?
I'm excited. I'm feeling good. I'm wearing my lucky training bra. It's good. Double A's, baby. Double A's. I like having double A's because I was a really bad student. These are the only A's I've ever had. Straight A's. Valedictorian titties right here. My mom has a bumper sticker. My daughter's an idiot, but her tits made the honor roll. There's some summa cum laude, dotted, pina colada titties right here. You know what it is? I realize I'm not sexy. I'm accessible. to bald guys named Bill with glaucoma. Because he knows he's not getting with Jennifer Aniston, but he has a shot at me. I mean, not an accurate shot, glaucoma, but a shot. Some women, though, are too sexy. Like, they're trying to be so sexy they don't even look like women anymore. They just look like aliens from another planet. They're like from planet Booby, Hair Extension, Puffy Lip, you know? And like they've been sent to Earth to punish us for facial mobility. And they hoard all the men with jobs. And they're always on their way to Pinkberry, do you know what I'm talking about? And then I show up, you know, looking like Punky Brewster on crystal meth. And they make me say bad things about them to myself. I'm like, she can't read. Well, she doesn't listen to NPR. I listen to NPR, all right? She doesn't know that guy's name is Tavis, Smiley, not Travis, all right? It's Tavis. You didn't know that, Puffy Lip, all right? I did, because I'm a hoarder, too, okay? A hoarder of knowledge. Yeah. Important things, meaningful things, like Shaka Khan's real name, Yvette Marie Stevens. What? That's called a nerd riff right there. That's a nerd riff, because everybody knows the only way to fight an alien is with a nerd. So, yeah, so you see some puffy lip tit coming at you, you just nerd riff her. You'd be like, stop, tit! Did you know the Caesar salad had nothing to do with Caesar? It was invented in Tijuana in the 1920s. Nerd riff. Did you know the plastic thing on the end of your shoelace is called an aglet? Nerd riff. What? Oh, I'm full of them. You crack this thing open, Snapple caps. Pour out. And I think nerd riffs are the new sexy. Ladies, trust me, the next time you see like a really hot man coming at you, just nerd riff all over his face. You'd be like, hey, baby, did you know penguins have an organ in their eye that converts seawater into fresh water? I am single.
I don't want to intimidate anybody in here too badly with my physical presence, so I should probably put it out there that I haven't always been the 140 pounds of twisted steel that you see in front of you today. I was a late bloomer. I'm 35 now. This is what I look like. When I was in high school, I was the smallest person in my high school. My sophomore year in high school, I weighed 70 pounds. Yeah. To put that in perspective, New Jersey, which is where I grew up, now has a state law that if you weigh under 80 pounds, you have to ride in a car seat. So I could have been on my first date facing backwards. Yeah, anywhere back here be cool now. Feet dangling. Fuck. Well, you know what? As I get a little bit older, I'm just trying to accept some things that I can't change. And one of the things I think I need to accept is that I may never have a grown-up size foot. I don't think that's in the cards for me. Yeah, that's a size 7 right there. Yeah, men's shoes start at 8, kids' shoes stop at 6. Boom. That's a 7. And I know what you're thinking, and it's not necessarily true, okay? All you need to know is that it looks great on me. Yeah. On me, it's awesome. If you put it on LeBron, it'd be like, oh, boo, 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 I got your nose. I got your nose. But on me, it's nice. It's a white medium. It's a white medium. But it's an Asian Magnum, which I feel good about.
Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV with the best of Season 2, Return of the Zings. Welcome back to Gotham Comedy Live's The Best of Season 2, Return of the Zings.
We're back with the best of Gotham Comedy Live. Unfortunately, we're nearing the end of the show, but we have one more segment for you before we finish. For people who aren't me, money can be an issue. And here's what they had to say about the effects of the struggling U.S. economy.
I got into an argument. You know what they're doing now in this country? You know, little tricky shit they do now. They're charging us for sauce when we get the nuggets from the fast food spot. Yeah, this is our America now. This is what Obama did to me. I voted for him, and now he's charging for sauces. And it's not the fact that you're charging me 25 cents for a sauce. You want to be an ass, fine, be an ass. But the dude was like, well, you know, I just can't give you the sauce. I'm like, why not? Nobody's looking, just slide it across the counter. I can't, brother, okay? It's not up to me, brother. If it was up to me, I would give you a sauce. Bitch, it is up to you. It's on your side of the counter. You're in charge of the sauce. Yeah, but y'all worried about gas prices. That's what y'all want to talk about. $4 a gallon, gas going up to $5 a gallon. I could give a damn. The sauce is a quarter. That's what we need to be talking about. Talk about what's real, man. That's all they do. Nickel and dime or some stuff that we don't think twice about. That's how the companies get the money. Open your eyes, New York. You worried about $4 gas. A small soda at the movies is $10.50. Did you know that? Huh? You know that? Did you ever mess up and get thirsty at the movies and have to go see a loan officer just to quench your thirst for $10? A 20-ounce Pepsi. It'd be cheaper to drink a gallon of gas. You'd be better off. I mean, you'd die, but you'd save $6. That's all that matters at that point.
I feel like we're moving in the wrong direction as really as people, you know. I've been on the road, but I shut my TV off for 6 months, and I just turned it back on. I realized there must be 15 shows about people's jobs, you know. There's Ice Road Trucker and Axeman and Dirty Job, Dangerous Job. Unemployment is so high, we're watching people work, you know. Somebody, don't clap. Joke wasn't that good. Somebody's out there with a remote control, like, quiet down, they're working. And the other guy's like, turn on Star Trek. You're like, nah, you know, too realistic.
My family really wants me to get married. My grandma, she called me last week. First of all, she's crazy. She's from Texas. Well, that's redundant. Anyway, so she calls me and she was like, Ashley, why aren't you married? I was like, well, I'm not in love with anyone, Grandma. Love? What's love got to do with it? Okay, Tina Turner. Didn't you love Grandpa when you married him? Love! It was the Depression and he had shoes. She has a point. Listen, we are in some challenging financial times right now. You have shoes? You want... This is my mating dance right here. If you want it, then you should have put a shoe on it. What?
I'm a millennial. I just read that my generation is going to be the first one to do financially worse than their parents. And I think that's true because someone just cheered for that for some reason. Hey, we're doing pretty bad. Hey. I was thinking about it. I was like, I'm a man. I'm going to do better than my parents did. And then I remembered that I am 28 years old and my parents still pay my cell phone bill. Still in the family plan. Anybody else a child like me? Yeah, everybody? You guys probably agree with me. I don't see myself ever getting off of that family plan. I can't even fathom a future where I'm not on this thing. I will be 50 years old. My phone will break. I'll be like, Mom, what the hell? I yell upwards and left because that's how my parents' basement's built. Want to get used to that when I'm 50 and living there. It's been bad for a long time, though, right? Remember the U.S. lost its AAA credit rating? Remember that story? We can all agree on one thing about the U.S. losing its AAA credit rating. We don't know what the hell that means. I had one friend ask me if he was going to lose his roadside assistance. I don't think we know what that means.
See if I can get everybody on the same page here. Anybody else here, other than me, have less money than when they were 11? It's not working out at all. Have you ever looked at your receipt at the ATM and it's so sad that you just start laughing out loud? It's just a fucking joke. Literally the other day I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I actually turned to the guy behind me. I was like, hey man, do you want my PIN number? It doesn't make any difference either way. You can't even get that out. There's no point. Can't happen. Good. So anybody, round of applause, anybody in therapy right now? Anybody, huh? Yeah, a few people. Handful. Anybody here need therapy, you just cannot afford it at all? I'm crazy and I'm fucking broke, yeah! I have found a way to get it for free, because it's like $400, whatever, they're pricing us out. I have found a way to get free therapy. Works like gangbusters, won't cost you a dime. Feel free to do this. Free therapy. You just start setting up job interviews. Every couple of weeks. Because they ask about you. It's true. Guys, you won't get the job. But you will get that shit off your chest. I went in and gave my resume, like, so Nick, tell me about yourself. I'm like, oh, I'm so fucked up, man. Thank you for asking. Like, what are you gonna bring to our team? I'm like, certainly not confidence, that's for sure. Went out the window a long time ago.
I was walking down the street with a friend of mine who happened to be out of work, and we saw one of these carriage rides, and I said to him, I feel sorry for the horse. Do you know what he came back with? I bet he's happy to just have a job. That's the point you're at in your life? You're jealous of the animals who are working? He's got an attitude like these horses are coming over here and stealing all our jobs.
Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV with the best of Season 2, Return of the Zings. Welcome back to Gotham Comedy Live's The Best of Season 2, Return of the Zings.
Listen, gang, sadly, this is the end of our look into Gotham Comedy Live. We really appreciate you tuning in. Don't miss the upcoming comedians who will be doing more stand-up at Gotham Comedy Club. With so many performers in store, you are going to want to watch what they do when they do it, live and uncensored. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.